Welcome, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come in here and talk. And I'll down the music because I'm sure it's loud out there because it's loud in my ear. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. You guys, this whole list, ever since I started this, it's just been an amazing time. I appreciate everybody that's come in and said yes and shared their life with us and me and everything else. It's pretty dope. But anyways, enough about me. Our guest, LoccdWolf, man. What is up? Can you a little bit? I asked you guys.
Hey man, I'm chilling. I can't hear you in StreamYard. I got the Twitch pulled up though.
Oh, that's why I stopped my camera instead of I stopped my mic instead of my camera. There you go. Now can you hear me?
There we go. I got you.
There's always something, right?
Always something with the computers, right?
Welcome to content creation. It's
I love it. I'm glad to be here.
And live production, everything. There's always at least one mess up. I usually end up muting myself. So there was like I think like a few episodes back, I like the first 5 minutes of the whole show, I muted myself.
I mean, are you really doing this if you don't mute yourself at least throughout the day? You know,
no. I think it's a must.
It's a must. It's a need.
That means you made it.
Mama made it. I made it. Everybody's muted. I've made it.
You all sound good now? Okay, cool. Anyways, man, go ahead and give a little bit of spiel about yourself, like who you are, where you stream, what you stream, things like that.
Well, as you guys see, I am Jeremy LoccdWolf. Locked. It is locked. I meant to say locked. You know, well, that's cool. Everybody says locked. I'm like, I am crazy. So same thing. LoccdWolf. I'm on Twitch, Trovo, kind of a new platform, which is pretty much like Baby Mixer, to be honest. Post shorts and skits on YouTube. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, the Twitter. I'm trying to be everywhere. I'm a casual gamer. I'm just real casual. I might sweat a little bit, but variety most of the time. I just love to kick back and just. I'm 30. I don't need the sweat. Games is for stress relief. So yes. I play my story games. I play my first person shooters. I'm all about just having fun and making sure everybody knows that when you're in the Wolves Den, you don't have to stress out and be like, oh, this dude is going to do something sweet 25. I'm going to die 95% of the time. But I want you to know that I'm dying for your pleasure.
There you go.
But yeah, that's all I do, man. And that's all I'm about. Wow. Thanks, Shady. Truth. He knows.
Hey, it's just like when I game, man. It's just like half the time I'm either being and now if I play solo, I do great. Mm-hmm. But it's like if I get into a team,
that is literally me. I have all these screenshots of like, look at this game, look at this solo 15 kills, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to play with you. Then I play, and then the first minute in the match, I'm down. Yeah. On me. He's one shot, even though he's not.
You got to make it sound good, right?
Like, yeah, at least I shot and missed, but he's one shot.
He revived. He revived himself. But no, I'm the same way, man. It's like every time I get into a game, it's with my friends or something. With some of the guys that I play with, it's just like I'm always the one being revived the most. Or I think I've revived maybe 2 or 3 times a game, but yeah, I'm like revived like 9 times.
So. Yeah, that's me. Everybody's like, chill out, man. Don't get mad. I'm like, oh no, I'm cool. I'm used to this.
Yeah,
I'm just used to it. It's the usual. Now, if I'm alive when we win, that's when we need to be concerned because what's going on?
Yeah,
am I having a good night? It's rare. My saying is, I'm an ordinary guy who might do extraordinary things. You just got to stick around long enough to see him.
There you go.
It happens.
Yep. There you go. So how long have you been streaming?
Oh, about 5.5, I think 6 years now.
Wow.
I think about 6 years. I kind of went crazy when COVID happened because I lost my job,
Yeah.
and then unfortunately with that comes with certain things going behind. So then goes the car. So it's kind of like, what do you do?
Yep.
And it's funny. Shady's in here. He got me streaming. To be honest, he
Oh,
started
okay.
streaming, and I just watched him on Twitch. Was like, what do I need? He's like, a mic, a camera, a computer. And then Lace gets me a camera and a mic, and then get some money raked up. Got a little low end PC. Well, not even a PC, a low end laptop,
Laptop. Yep.
and went from there. And
Well,
just started just enjoying it.
hey, that's the way it is. As long as you enjoy it. I mean,
Yeah.
I always look at it this way. There's two different kinds. Because I'm the MVP. You are, from what I understand, you are. But yeah, it's yeah, it's just crazy how we get into streaming and stuff like that. But yeah, and another thing is, it's like people that get into streaming, it just, because I have the same thing. They come through my stream and stuff like that. It's just like,
Mhm.
oh, how do I get started? It's like,
Yeah. Just
find you a
just hit
broadcasting
live.
software and hit live.
Yeah. Just hit live and just go from there.
I
I
mean,
always ask people, certain friends have it, and certain friends I know they can get there if they work hard.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, just go live.
Yeah.
You sit here and play the game and talk to yourself all the time.
Yep.
So just go live and talk to yourself, and then talk to the people who's going to pop in. Most people's block is dead air because they're used to playing by themselves.
Yep.
So they sit there for hours and just.
That was me when I started.
So if you just talk to yourself already, and I have a problem with that sometimes because before I started streaming, it was just a stress relief. Work my 9 to 5, come home, shoot a couple people in the face. Might throw some cuss words at them. Yeah. And then it just turned into a passion. I'm already sitting there, like I said, I'm already sitting there playing the game, talking to myself, talking things out. So I might as well just let other people see it. You like it, you like it. You don't. I don't know what happens if you don't. I guess you just don't watch me.
Yeah. No, that's one thing. Like you said, stress relief. I mean, people don't understand. You see all these little TikToks, the Instagram, the YouTube shorts about, the song about we play games in the dark or are alone in the dark.
Yeah.
The reason why that is because it's just like it's a break from reality. I mean, especially in the last couple of years, there's so much shit that's gone on.
Yeah.
That
so much.
It has been really, really. For me, like I said, I started doing this just because I started playing games just because I didn't have anything else to do because I was down for surgery for about 3 weeks. So I got back into gaming. I'd been out of it since I was a kid, but I got back into it 3 years ago. So yeah,
hey, it's never too late. It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it was. Now
it's kind of like riding a bike.
Now streaming was a different beast for me, but
it's a learning curve for anybody. I'm not. Kudos to the people who just get up and just be like, I got it. Because it took a lot of research, testing, a lot of times of telling myself I'm going to give up.
Yep.
I don't know how many times I quit on myself, to be honest. Don't know how many times. I'm done. And then I find myself being like, all right, I'm back. I'm back. So it's a passion.
Yeah, and I think this is, that hits everybody, just the mental standpoint behind it. People don't understand, it's just like,
yeah,
they don't understand as a viewer that has never wanted to get into this. They just like to view.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the mental strain.
The mental, like,
yeah.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
They don't understand we're multitasking like 8, 9 different things at once. And it doesn't come easy learning that. You have to focus on the game, look at chat, make sure your sound levels are good, make sure everything is not echoing or something's not doubling. It's more than just sitting here and playing a game. And I always laugh at somebody that's like, dude, all you do is sit there and play the game. And I'm just like,
I am now.
I wish I was just sitting here playing the game. When I hit off on the stream button, that's when I'm sitting there playing the game. It's still work, especially with, you have to make sure you have a consistent work ethic. If you're just randomly popping on, you know, kind of like how you did. You have dates, 8 p.m. Eastern,
Yep.
and some people just get on whenever they want, and they're like, where's nobody coming in? Nobody knows when to expect you. You know, if you have a solid, I'm an evening type of guy, and then people will pick up on that. You know, if you're sporadic, it's not really gonna go well. And my biggest thing is I try to tell people, just if you ever need any help, come to me. And they never do. I just look at them, just try their hardest, and I'm like, whenever you feel like it, you know, because nobody's competition. That's the way I feel like. Everybody's looking at numbers, and people are more than numbers. They're people. And, you know, I call mine members.
Yep.
So it's more than numbers, and it's more than just sitting there and who has the highest. I'm going to be the same way. Of one person's watching me, no one's watching me, 4 people are watching me, I'm going to be the same.
Yeah. I mean,
streamers bust ass if they're really making it and leaving. Yeah.
Well, see, that's why so many people, you know, I mean, you know, some of the same people that I know, and I know I've tried talking to them and stuff like that, because what I was talking about, you know, well, nobody comes sees me, nobody does this, nobody does that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, well, it's like, one, I don't get no notification on Twitter that you're live, or, you know, you don't network.
No networking.
You know,
and
and it's just like I was telling them, it's just like, another thing is like, get into other people's streams, you know, get to know their community, be a part of their community, be a regular in their community.
Even if you don't have time, just 2 minutes, even 5 minutes makes a difference. Just ask the person how they're doing, how's their day going.
Yep.
And I don't know, it's weird. Me, I hate leaving somebody's stream and just leaving and not saying bye. I don't like just typing, yeah, how's it going? And then I'm just gone. I like to at least be like, hey, I got you alert, or I'm about to cook, because most people forget I'm a dad.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time dad. So me streaming in the morning, or sometimes in the evening, I want people to know I'm always noon. You know, it's always going to be noon for me. Noon Eastern, always for me. If I'm on earlier, hey, surprise. But I'm trying to be off at 6. You know, you know, she gets off. My son, he's coming home. I have to do things. So if I'm popping in for 2 minutes, I'm just trying.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people aren't like us, you know, family, and got to have free time and other time to do things. You know, oh, why are you canceling your stream? Well, my son wanted to go to the park. That's it. Yeah. That's it. You have to remember the small things, and while you're doing it, you know, he told me to chase my dreams, but I don't want to chase my dreams so much to where I leave him behind. And then all he just remembers is dad was in the room like this the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I think I'm guilty, because when I first dove into this, I was the same way. You know, I spent so much time in here, and now that I started this, I know my wife's got something else she does in the meantime. She's got her own little side business she does, so it kind of helps me out to do this. But no, yeah, spending time with your family is a must.
That's a mental break for me, to be honest. It's just to sit back and just, you know, if you have kids or just with your loved one, just for me, sitting back watching him grow, and just I let him play the game and ask me all the questions, because it's just it's I don't know, it's just one of those things you just sit back and you're just like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
He's playing video games, asking me questions. Just that's my boy. And it's a stress relief.
So has he asked you if he can stream yet?
He has.
Has he?
He already has asked me, and I'm like, I think you can stream, because I didn't see that little kid with his dad who plays Warzone, who's like 6 and just fucking people up for no reason. Like I'm jealous of this 6-year-old. I'm a grown ass man, and I watch this 6-year-old's clips. I'm like, what the? Why? How?
I know,
how are you so
right?
gifted? And his dad's just like. and then I'm sitting there trying to be like, well, my son can't play shooting games, and I don't want him to play that because just censored. But now certain accessibilities with certain games are good. Like I can turn voice chat completely off, just off, and let him have fun. And his first game, He's like, Dad, I just played my first game of COD. I'm like, how'd you do it? He's like, I don't know, 12-5. I'm like, you didn't do 12-5. I'm looking like, you did 12-5.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, yes,
Yeah.
good, 12-5, excellent.
I have trained
You
you
know,
well.
it's not about the money, but everybody is on the train, and I might have a ticket. I just want to join the ticket club.
There
So
you go.
I just want him to understand this space and understand it's a space for everyone, despite what he might grow up in here, because that was my biggest surprise, was leaving my 9 to 5.
Mhm.
Well, forcibly leaving my 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and just to hit it on the head, I'm Black. How you doing?
Yeah.
Mixed with other things, but
Yep.
primary is what it is. And to see that type of attitude and borderline just racism come over to this industry, it was shocking.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was a ATT retail person, then I went to selling windows. But before selling windows, being a retail person selling phones, I met every shade, every personality, and it was just like coming over here. I'm like, wow. So
Yeah.
my biggest mission is I wanted to save space for everyone. Of course, not only for people of color, because that's going to affect my son. What I do is going to affect my son. This is what my son wants to do. So he's going to be in this same workspace. And I want to make sure I do my job to where when he goes in the COD lobbies, he doesn't have to be called the N-word.
Yeah.
And just for fun. They don't even see your skin color. They're just saying it for fun. And it's like, it's 2021. Can we, if South Park is making fun of it, can we not do it?
Yeah.
Like that's how I'm a 90s baby. If South Park is making fun of it, that means it's you're looking like an idiot.
Yep.
So that's just the biggest mission with me, is I want everyone, don't care who you are, what you are, who you like, background. This is about video games, enjoying them, and just getting away from life. Out there, your name's Michael. And here, you're DW Punk 33. That's our escape. And we have to make sure we keep it that way, an escape, not toxic.
Yeah. And yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it's just like
South Park has been making fun of COVID. Can it go away now?
It's a funny thing, Shady. When I was right before this, I was sitting there streaming through, because I get MSN News on my web browser front page. According to Bill Gates, the pandemic will be gone next year.
I wish I had these powers. I wish he got these Doctor Strange powers where he's seen every outcome. Like he's in this Microsoft office, doing his head like this, and he's like, next year.
Hey, according to Bill Gates, man, couple weeks it should be gone. But no, it's just
that conspiracy's for a different conversation.
Yeah.
Keep that.
But anyways, no, that's great to hear. Yeah, and I was surprised. I mean, I always, coming into the streaming world, I always heard that Twitch was really toxic. That's the reason why I went to Mixer, for one thing.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mixer.
Yeah, no, man.
Mixer.
Somebody, I mean, Glimish was trying. I thought Glimish was going to do good.
I did too.
And then now it's rip Glimish, because
I went over there, put my channel in and got prepared for it. And then when I saw what they were doing, I was like, no offense, to anybody over there at all. Just kind of seemed like you don't know what you're doing.
Nope.
So it was like, this is a brand, this is my legacy. Sooner or later, I mean, my son's gonna take over and stuff. So it was like, I can't just go anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, they've got everything there, but they just don't know how to use it. And it's funny. They got all the tools right there in front of them to make that a great platform. But
they really do.
They don't know how to use. They don't know how to. The people that because they took the ideas from Mixer, and supposedly there was some people from the actual Beam that was supposed to be involved with that.
That's what I heard too, some whispers. So that's why I kind of was let down. I'm like, Are they really a part of this team?
Well, if you think about it, they created Beam, but they
Excuse
couldn't
me.
they couldn't promote it, so that's the reason why they sold it to Microsoft. So maybe these are the people, and they just don't know how to get it promoted right. But
True. You never know. A
yeah,
couple of years go by now, and then we might be looking back at this podcast and being like, we sound like complete
yep,
jackasses.
yep.
Glimish then blew up all of a sudden. Jeff
But
Bezos, stay away from Glimish.
yeah,
Stay away.
yeah, because the only
You already got Twitch. Just
just leave it.
Twitch, Amazon, all that Prime shit. Just stay away.
Yep.
Get
But,
enough.
well, and you heard TikTok has a streaming platform now.
I actually saw that the TikTok live thing.
Yep.
Actually, I don't know how I feel about it. Just for the fact of one thing I'm starting to learn is don't, even though you want to keep your eggs in one basket, do not stretch yourself thin.
Oh
At one point I was like, I'm gonna stream YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, Facebook. I'm gonna do TikToks, and you try to do all that content throughout the week. And it was the third day, and I'm like, no, I'm burnt out. No, if I gotta do one more dance on TikTok, so I was just like, I'm gonna just narrow it down to doing shorts on YouTube, do Twitch, and do Trovo, and just maybe if I'm trying to see this 3-day method with 3 days Twitch and Trovo, and then 3 days Facebook. And Facebook has been getting some attention, but it's confusing as hell. It is the whole integration and trying to figure out how to get my chat on the screen, and it's just the algorithm is horrible.
The funny thing is, as the back end side of it, I think if Twitch took Facebook's back end, like their studio manager or whatever, and incorporated that into their stream manager, Twitch would have a fucking awesome fucking outline. I mean, they still wouldn't have the discoverability thing, but But you could do so much more with that. I mean, there's just.
The biggest thing was if you weren't doing like streaming, let's say, for 9 years now and solidified, it got overpopulated in the past 3 years because of COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody got laid off, and it was like, what do you do? Well, I'm just going to play video games and stream. So the legit, I'm a small streamer. There's no such thing anymore as a small streamer.
Nah.
Like, there's no such thing as fast food. Because you go to Taco Bell, you're waiting in a fucking line for 5 hours. Excuse me, waiting in line for 5 hours, so no such thing as small food or small streamer, because you're bigger than your number.
Yep.
And small streamers used to mean, the small numbers, and there's a small group of us. You can find a small streamer, like you find a pit bull on every corner, everywhere. That's pretty much what it is. And everybody is treated like a competition instead of a big ass table and just learning and adapting.
Yep.
This might not be my audience, so let me try this. How many times I was like, let me be a morning streamer, let me be an afternoon streamer, let me be an evening streamer, just to figure out the perfect time. And the more your confidence grows, you're just like, hey, I know certain people I would like to be their work. For example, certain people work, but it works for me. It makes sure that my life is balanced. Yeah. And if you can pop in, you can pop in. If not, I still understand your support can come in many other ways. A retweet, most people don't think it. That's support, but it's free.
Yeah.
But the retweet is definitely support. A lurk, that's support. First of all, if somebody's lurking you and working and can come back and still let you know they're still lurking you, that's support.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have streamer etiquette, and that shit pisses me off. Like, to stop the slick shit, because I've been there. Trust me. If you are a streamer, everybody's done follow for follow and tried all that shit. We've all been there, done that. But the slick talking when it's like, oh, how's it going, man? yeah, just gonna stream in like 3 minutes, play some of this, you know, and it's like being a retail person, you have to also be in the mind of people, like the general populace.
Yeah.
So if you sit back and just think before you speak, like these people are here watching this streamer. What are the chances of me, who hasn't made any type of networking in this streamer's chat or anything like that? The streamer may know me, but the community doesn't. What's the chances of me mentioning my stream on the low, and those people leaving this streamer to come to me?
Yeah.
The chances are small.
Very small.
Very small. And it's just certain etiquettes I just want people to learn, because politeness goes a long way. If I ask you what, you know, when you're streaming, what you're streaming, go all for it. Go crazy. Self-promote yourself. I personally don't understand it. It baffles me.
Yeah.
It just baffles me because I'm a respectful person. You know, even though I'm up in the north, I'm a Southern person. You know,
Yeah.
that's my parents. You saw I said North, so North. I'm in the North, so it's just like I'm big on respect and treat people how you want to be treated.
But you know what? That goes a long way in some of the. Even if you go into some of the bigger, you know, bigger streamers, you know, the ones with that had been around for a while and established streamers. That's what I like to call them, established streamers.
Yeah, established, esteemed streamers.
Yeah. If you go into some of those that actually take the time to pay attention to their chat and talk, you know, I understand their chat. Some of those guys, their chat runs like 90,000 miles an hour, but
yeah,
that's understandable. But you know, that will if you talk with if you talk with the community, you know, if you go into a streamer's chat and you talk with their community, and even, you know, it's just like I do. I go in there and people will say hi. I'll talk to the mods. I'll talk to everybody else in there because I know the streamer's busy doing their thing. You either playing the game,
streaming.
Yeah, streaming, either playing the game, or they're focused on something. Or now, granted, I do have a few friends that I go in and I try to disrupt the hell out of them just because I'm that way. But
would be your friend if you didn't, right?
Yeah, they would expect that from me. If you know, they always think something was wrong if I didn't. But no, that's what you do. You get to make those bonds that you can do that with. You know, that's why I'm saying, you know, when you go into somebody's chat.
But no, it's a blast. I like that I can experience life like that, because if not, I would just be sitting in your room all day not understanding there's more to it.
Yeah.
So,
and I think it's what more people need to do. I think they need to experience more. And then, like, that's what's wrong with culture today. It's just like they don't know how to experience. You know, my wife's a teacher and she deals with that in the kids. You know, she teaches the high school students, and
kudos to your wife, because
she's like these kids have no clue. And I go, yeah, and they're getting ready to graduate, and they're going to be taking care of us in 20 years. Just think how scary that is.
Yeah, like, a lot of y'all about to have shit still in your crack. You know, you know, like they have no. I look at my son like that too, because he's very smart, but I'm just like, babe, you're old, so
yeah.
Not even old. No, sorry, not old. You're a new soul. Because I look at some stuff, I'm like, you have no clue, do you? He's like, what? I'm like, because you can't compare him. I compare myself at 9 to him being 9. And I'm like, how do you know how to do these things? Like, when I was 9, I was doing these things and eating these types of food. And he's like, and I'm like, it's built different. You know, kids are everything shoved in their face already with electronics. You know, we had parents that would tell us to get our ass outside. You know, what are you doing in the house? Go outside and play. But nothing, go play.
Yep.
Oh, you scrape your knee? Put some dirt on it.
Yep.
Okay, I guess. And now all kids are doing is just Fortnite. Oh, what's outside? What is called grass? What is that? Is that a level on Call of Duty? Is that a map? And it's. I see that now. I just remember growing up, you would hear kids outside, like it would be a shitload of kids playing. And nowadays, I don't hear that.
Nope.
I might hear the occasional basketball here and there, but other than that, they're in the house glued. And I didn't want him to be like that. And he's like, well, my friends get to play the game all day. Why don't I get 2 hours of game time a day? Because you got more to work with than just sitting in front of the TV after school and just playing the game.
Yeah.
Play the game. Go read a book. Go entertain yourself. And it's just sad to see when I say go entertain yourself, he's lost. He's like, and I'm like, kid, I grew up having I was the number one entertainer to myself.
Yep.
Like, you don't know how many storylines I've written for DC and Marvel with their toy figures that I'm not being paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever seen some of these people fight? No. Exactly. It was in my head, in the tub, or just in my room, and they just lack. If I'm not playing a game or something's in my face doing something funny, I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, how? I can't even crack it. Go entertain yourself. How, Dad? I don't know. I don't know. How'd you do it? I don't know. I just did it. And that's the issue. It's not even an issue. You see more people in our age range because we're just now figuring out we're done working for somebody else.
Yep.
You know, even though you have your job on the side, your goal, just like anybody else, is I want my podcast to take off to the point where I'm my boss.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a part-time or anything like that. You know, my podcast is my job. Yep. You know, my streaming channel is my job. That's where everybody wants to get to, because we are now our generation. We already, like, we work to pay for a house we hardly stay in, for things we hardly use.
Yep.
And the car we just use to go to A and B.
Yep.
It's like most people looked at me weird when I was like, my car tires touched Florida, and they're like, okay. I'm like, all my life I've just went to work, home, work, home. When I was a bachelor, work,
home,
girl's house,
yeah,
home. Sometimes work, home, girl waiting. So it was that got boring once I started going on vacations and doing things. Like, my first vacation was LA. Had a blast.
Yep.
Brought nothing red, brought nothing blue at all. So my red's my favorite color, but no.
Yeah.
So it was just a blast. You know, me, I'm definitely a 420 advocate. I'm just waiting for Ohio to get more legalized medicinally wise, and recreationally wise, so I can do things on Twitch, because Twitch has it. If it's all legal, they don't care. So I have plans for that. But I advocated because to me, it's not even a drug, it's a plant. And it has so many cures for so many things. You know, I have friends and friends' parents who, if it's not smoking it or rubbing it in with the CBD or not, like, some form is helping some ailment. Yeah. And it's an escape. It's some people say gateway. I'm like, no, just that. That's all I do. It's stress. It's stress relief for me. Yeah. And people are always an excuse, and I'm like, no, I have literally seen myself stressed and seen myself. That's why I do it. Yeah. And I'm a functioning dad. That's the part that trips people out. They're like, wait, you still cooking dinner? Yes. Because being an advocate, you do research. And I started making sense. Like, I do certain sativas and strains that keep me up. Mm-hmm. That's productive up. You know, I'm not just, I hate the stereotype now of, oh man, you sit on the couch and just get lost. No.
Yeah, this isn't Friday.
Like, not Friday at all. Like, believe it or not, just smoked the joint. Now I'm cleaning the whole fucking kitchen. Like, really? I'm like, yeah. Mr. Clean ain't the only one. You better recognize it. You better go somewhere. So I just want that to be more. It's out there. You know, you have the cannabis bowls and stuff I see on Twitch with people who game or smoking and stuff. But it's like, I want to be one of those people who who brings some innovative as well.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why, and I had to stop smoking on camera on stream because not too many people are going to understand my passion and where it comes from. They're going to be like, "Oh, he's smoking," and I just started turning the camera off and making, a cheer about it. Like, hey, it's 420 here. So if anybody, because I want everybody to be inclusive. If you do it, you do it.
Yep.
If you don't, pour a drink. If you don't drink, sit back and just get high off life and being happy. I don't care, but I do it. And this is a safe space for everybody. Hell, you can come in and be like, dude, I don't do it, but I drink tons of beer. And I'll be like, good for you. Let's get lit.
Yeah.
Like, I just want you to be comfortable and have fun.
Yeah.
But I almost that stereotype of you just a high gamer. It's like I'm an advocate for it. I'm behind the beneficial things it does, and I'm behind the positivity that's behind it. If I could work in the marijuana field and game and content create, life complete. Life done. Life complete. I mean, yeah, smoking it, but it's like I like educating. Like the biggest smile I got on my face was educating my parents to the point on it to where they're okay with me doing it.
Nice.
No offense. If you're watching Mom and Dad, no offense, didn't kind of care. I was gonna do me, but it was like I had enough research and scientific facts to the point where my mom even stopped. Was like, "Huh? Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah," because I made sure people knew it wasn't just, I'm gonna sit here and just do this. I had research and went behind it. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't do none of that. I do this. I do specific stuff. This. And they're like, oh, you're really into it. You're like a connoisseur. I'm like, yes, I am.
Yeah,
yes, I am.
And that's what you are. I mean, that's basically people that researches like that. I mean, they're no different than a wine connoisseur.
Yeah, that's Lace. I love me some wine though, but that's her. I was never a wine drinker to her, and now I see why. All my friends look at me weird, like, you want some wine instead of beer? Yes. And then they're 15 beers deep. They're like, I think I'm getting fucked up. And then they're like, dude, you only have 4 glasses of wine. I'm like, exactly. You need to go on the wine train, buddy.
Yeah, you don't people that have never drink wine do not understand wine.
I done had creepers. I done had 3 glasses of wine. I'm fine. Oh, I'm inebriated.
Yep. Yep, that's the way my wife's a wine. I mean, I like a good glass of wine too. And if there's nothing else to drink in the house, like if I want to, relax or something like that, I'll go grab her wine and piss her off.
Yeah.
But,
Same thing. It gets to the point where she'll buy her a bottle and buy me a bottle. And I'm just like, and she's like, you're not drinking mine because then you drink all my wine. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I find myself just being like an old midwife. I'll be streaming and I have a stream title like Wine with Wolf. And I'm like, I'm really sitting here drinking wine, playing COD.
That would be different.
I'm like, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
It's actually nice. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you high? No, I'm off of Merlot.
Cheers.
Like, so cheers, my good sir. I'm about enjoying life now. I think I've hit the phase. I won't say age because there's more people blessed than me that's younger who have experienced more life than I have. But now just experiencing life, it is don't get me wrong, life now kind of fucking sucks because pre-COVID, post-COVID. Yeah. I kind of just I missed life before COVID.
Yep.
But no point in going in the past because that's never going to come back.
Yeah.
You knew it was a wrap when Walmart stopped being 24 hours. When they stopped being 24 hours, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's about to go down. Waffle houses were closed. Oh my goodness. I was like, Waffle House is closed. It's the end of the world. Take me now.
Yeah.
Take me.
Yeah.
Take me. Yeah, I'm ready.
And that's one thing is, we're gonna have to re-educate the kids that are growing up nowadays because, the ones, that were too young to really understand what was going on in the last 2 years. They're going to be coming of age here in the next couple of years, and then they're going to be wondering, what all happened and how we became what we become. And
that's crazy. Like it's kind of like 9/11. I think they just started teaching NonLimit as a historic event two years ago.
Yep.
Like they're starting to teach it in classes, and I'm just like, motherfucker, I was there for that shit.
Yep.
Like I'm in Ohio, so I'm actually right by. You might have heard about Wright Pat Air Force Base. Like that's where the city I'm in. So it's like that's one, if not the biggest Air Force base for the United States. So I remember just being at home and hearing sonic booms because the jets are taking off fast as hell, and rest in peace, the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania was headed to Wright Pat. I didn't know Wright Pat was like, I was like, as a kid, I'm like, it's a military base. You go on there unauthorized, your motherfucker ass gonna get shot. So no, I'm not gonna do it. But they're like, they're the base, like aliens type thing. Because don't forget, I worked at AT&T, so I've seen a lot. I worked right by the base and would just ask goofy questions. But then seeing how these people respond made you be like, what were we talking about, Willis? Like, oh yeah, Hangar 13. Even the president came and get in Hangar 13. Only 3 people getting in. I'm like, what's Hangar 13? Like, I've said too much. Am I gonna die because you told me this? At my FBI agent that's in my phone, I did not want this information. I want that expunged from you.
You have the black car show up with the 2 guys jumping out with the black suits.
Have you seen that? Like the Men in Black are like real.
I've seen some things like that. It's just like they just need to start doing some other people.
Yeah. That's my hobby. I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy theorist, but I just like looking at some of these conspiracies because some of them sometimes make sense, and I'm just like, I have enough sense to look at it like that makes sense.
Yep.
Don't know if this shit's real or true, but if it happens to be true, I can see why. Yeah. It makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, do I believe that we're not the only people in the universe? Of course. Like, you can't teach something like evolution and then say that it's only on Earth.
Yeah.
I don't. Now, we came from monkeys. Don't understand why the hell of it. They're still monkeys, but not going to touch that subject. Not a scientist. Don't get paid for it to think that far, but that's the way I kind of go with it. Oh, we all evolved from monkeys. Then why are there still?
Yeah. Well, it's just like the.
But this comes with it, This comes with the territory.
Yeah.
It should bring us there. There you go. Then brush it back up. All right. So I was giving out a secret to YouTube. It's not a secret, but five shorts, not clip, not like videos. Don't stretch yourself out trying to edit. Just your normal. Turn your clips into shorts.
Yep.
If you do TikToks, turn those into shorts. 5 shorts a day till you get to 1,000 subscribers. So my thought process is, if I get 1,000 people to like my page just from shorts, when I do start streaming, they're going to be interested in my streaming, coming in and watching, because they have to see for however long it took. 30-second, 25-second clips. Like, man, he did that, and he did some sweet stuff in that 30-second clip. How's the whole stream?
Yep.
Versus starting out and nobody's there, and I'm adding more anxiety to, oh my God, nobody's on YouTube. It's not there at all. Get to 1,000 there. And the reason why is when I get to 1,000 there, excuse me, you're going to get your watch hours.
Yep.
I think for their partnership, it's like 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours.
Yep.
Just with the shorts I'm posting, I'm getting like 61.2K watch hours.
Nice.
So it's like, okay, there's the watch hours. Yep. Now it's just the subs. And it's like, I like taking that road. It's not fast. Some of y'all might do this and your YouTube would take off. Just give me 2%. Just kidding. And if I take off mine, it's taking off at the pace that is shocking to me, but also rewarding, because I'll be like, oh man, I'm stuck on 174 subs for like 4 days, and I've posted all these clips. I'll see my note, delayed is not being denied. check again like 6th day. Oh, I'm at 184 subscribers. You know, and it's you just keep just going. So when I do get those 1,000, like I said, they will be more interested in, oh snap, he just started his stream. Let's go in there and talk to him. Let's see that versus more anxiety.
Yeah.
And then I could try to get partnered on YouTube. And it's not about the partnership title. It's not even about the money or the fame or whatever that may come with the title.
Mm-hmm.
It's about seeing myself achieve that and then talking to myself and be like, I fucking did this.
Yep.
I've always told myself at 12, like, I want to be a YouTube partner. I want to be a partner. I want to be a partner. And I did this. It's more me talking to my little kid self, like, hey, motherfucker, you did this shit. Be happy. Stop crying on the inside of me. Now be happy. So it's mainly like that. And that's where it went with when I got partnership with streaming. It was never, for Trovo was never the badge made me. It was just self-recognition. Like the hard work I'm putting in, I'm partner on something. And mind you, people are like, that's just watch hours. That still means I have to have a community to get me the set watch hours to get the badge. Yep. That's still good to me. That's you know, life happened, lost my badge. Why? Wasn't consistent. Still streaming how I am. Why? Because I know I'm going to get back there.
Yeah.
And it's just to tell myself, you did it. Shoot, if I get Twitch partner, I'm gonna be like, I mean, it'd be a little bit bigger because I'd be like, shit, in the cesspool of Twitch, I'm a partner. Yep. Fuck. But then people get partnership and realize, like, they're like, I'm partner now. Where's my TimTamman views?
Yeah, no.
Sir, ma'am, dude, bro, sis. That is not how this works. You know, like for instance, right now on my Twitch screen, not gonna throw no names out there. I know there's a partner. 349 people. To them, that's probably amazing as hell. To me, what the fuck? That's amazing.
Yeah.
To TimTamman, that's probably a disappointment.
Yeah.
And not like not saying like he's looking down on you, but you know, TimTamman, who's famous for yelling at his mic, yelling at his penguin, and not knowing how to pull his fucking parachute. I'm a streamer and know that. Obviously, he's intriguing enough for me to watch it. Mm-hmm. And like I said, the universe works on numbers. You can't have too many Lupos, too many ninjas and docs and TimTammans. There's going to be only a few of those top of the chain beasts up there. And do you have everybody else who are partners at 2.k 1,000, 4,000, 346, but you look at them, and if you're following the right people, not saying everybody is for everybody, you following the right people, partnership or not, with those numbers, they're happy as hell.
Yeah.
And that's the part about it, is like they're happy as hell. And people are forgetting. I remember watching TimTamman for the first time before he had a fucking beard, when he had hair. And I'm a Cowboys fan. So now watching him be not only partnered with AT&T, but then he streamed in the fucking Cowboys stadium. He streamed him. Yeah. That's goals. That's goals right there. Now, is there a chance that I possibly would not ever reach that threshold? There's a chance. There's a possible chance. But am I going to tell myself it's not achievable? No.
Yeah.
I'm not. But if you look at celebrities and actors, it's only a few big names until the new generation has to come in and make their stamp. Years from now, nobody's gonna be talking about Andrew Garfield and Toby. They're gonna be like, oh, fucking Tom Holland. Why? Next generation. Like, our generation is now barely talking about Tom Cruise and Denzel Washington and them.
Yep.
And so it's like, the generations have to go. You saw it, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. But then after LeBron James, it started being an overload of superstars. Like, the NBA is filled with a lot of Chiefs and not enough Indians. Yeah, that's what I like to say, because then you have androids like Steph Curry. I don't know what the fuck he eats for breakfast. It's not Wheaties, but that guy shoots out the ass. And you can name a superpower of other athletes. And you see how crazy the league is now. They have to change it constantly because back in the day, you had what? Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. And then you had their big supporters. Now everybody is trying to be big like them and no supporters.
Yeah.
I want all this. I want that. I have to have the best outfit pregame. So I don't care about your outfit pregame. I just go run the championship. And that's why I tell people you got to be comfortable in your skin. You're gonna be in your lane, and you have to be comfortable staying in your lane.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, my dude, with that, I think I don't know if she was like telling you, but like 20, 30 minutes ago, she said dinner was done in 10.
Oh yeah, she did. Oh.
I think.
Well, she's a good one because she's like, babe's doing a podcast, and it's cool.
But no, dude, this was fun, and you were talking about conspiracy theories and stuff like that. A little spoiler alert: I'm actually working on something after the first of the year to try to do some other things other than just the creators talks and stuff like that on this.
Sign me up.
If you want to come and co-host a conspiracy theory, because I am fucking totally into conspiracy theories.
I'm fucking totally into it. I got DC. Can't really see. I got DC on one arm. I got Marvel on the other arm. I'm like a nerd encyclopedia.
Sweet.
If I talk about Marvel, somebody has to come in with pepper spray to get me to shut the hell up. Or DC. Because then I'm the type of guy that would sit there and read like news articles and find out behind the scenes shit like that. Did you know that Tom Holland and Zendaya actually liked each other on the second set, but the producer told them not to date? And they're like, why do you know that? I don't know.
I know it's fucking weird how just like you were talking earlier, it's just weird how we know some things and how we don't. It's like growing up. I mean, I know my dad, he was like a mechanic and stuff like that, but I never really hung around him when he did his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Never went to school for it, but I can fucking fix a car. I have no clue how I learned it.
See, same thing with cooking.
Yeah.
Didn't really. I stared at my parents in the kitchen. They both from Mississippi, so house smelled good. So stare at them in the kitchen, but I never sat there and was like, how do you make this? How do you make that? And then now I know how to cook.
Yeah.
But then the issue is, again, the roadblock of, I'm going to go to culinary school. It costs how much?
Yeah.
Never mind. Like, I really want to be that guy. I had to find where I could fit in with one of my talents. I don't want to sound the guy who's like, oh, I'm just talented and stuff, but I felt like I could act. I know I can cook my ass off. I know I like to stream. It's like one of these have to shake. And I'm a good people person. Like, don't get me wrong, I love retail. I love being a people person, but it's like unless I can get my own retail something started, after just seeing how they treat employees and how they will continue to do it, I just can't work at a retail job no more.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I missed my son's first 5 years and then just overworked myself at an unappreciated company.
Yep.
And it was at the point where I'm off. And they're like, oh, Jeremy's off? What do we do? I'm just like, work. Well, we have the other employees, and they're not just doing a great job as you. You want to come in on your day off? No. And then somehow you feel bad for saying no. Like,
I did that for years.
Now
I just
or the countless times, because when you sell that phone, that's your commission. Mm-hmm. And people are ruthless. If they do the work, they're taking it. They don't care. They're like, well, I talked to Jeremy first. And if I'm about to sit here for 30, 45 minutes to 2 hours, maybe, depending if issues pop up, and I'm not putting somebody else's name. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I'm a go-getter. I work hard. When can you come in? I can get these 15 phones for the business Saturday, but I'm off Saturday. I'll be up here at 2 p.m., all right? I'll roll up to AT&T, sweatpants, shirt, smell like I just talked to Jesus. Then they're like, oh, Jeremy, I'm off. I'm off. Don't say nothing to me. I'm off, and I'm here to clock in to do this. And they get mad, like, do you need help with the phones? Nope, all 15 are mine. All are mine. So then I was just blessed to be good at it. Like I would talk to Lace, and she would be in there at the store waiting for me. I was selling an iPhone. I'm like, hey, you want the iPad and the watch? No, thank you. Okay, I'll get your iPhone. And I look at her, I'm like, watch this. Go to the back, get the iPhone, get the tablet, get the watch, bring out another phone because buy one, get one free, and sell all of it. After they just told me no. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I do a good job of not being an asshole and appealing to your needs. I'm not going to make you buy something you don't want to buy. Ma'am, you said you needed this. Well, yeah, you wanted a bigger screen. I mean, yeah, here's this. My motto was make it make sense.
Yeah.
You make it make sense, they're going to want it.
Yeah. Yep.
So
yep.
carry that through life. It carries you far. I try to make this make sense, and it's been trying to go good so far.
Yeah. Hey, keep it up, man. But yeah,
you too. But that conspiracy theorist thing, I am on.
Okay. I will, like I said, once I start, you're the last one until after the first of the year, because like I said, I mean, I like doing these, but like I said, I want to, like I said, this one here is like the 30th, I think, or almost, complete from the day one till now.
Oh yeah, you've been doing a lot of work. You do a lot. You do a lot of editing, and certain people, when you have time, you do intros for them and stuff. I didn't get one. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I started.
No, but seriously,
but yeah,
you do stuff like that, and that shows you care. And most podcasts won't do that. Yeah. So it's you do a lot. So it's like, yeah, you kind of deserve to do like let me take a little 2-week break before we start back up in the new year.
Yeah, because
like you said, I have a carry away mentality sometimes. I'll get carried away, and I have to have her be like, "Babe, remember, I'm your girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, hey,
that's who you are."
I should probably get off stream now. How long have I been on? You've been on for 75 hours. That's that smell. That's me. Oh, okay.
You were looking for the dog.
Yeah, you're like.
When do we get a dog?
Oh, okay.
But no.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, yeah, and even the break I took between season 1 and season 2, it's like, okay, I'm breaking. I'm not gonna do nothing, and then
my man got seasons. Oh, he got seasons. He Fortnite. I sit
there, and it's like I rebranded the entire stream, changed the name from In the House to Dog and Company, and redone all new overlays. It's like, yeah, that took my time out between the month off I took off.
I like the Dog and Company though. I when you honestly, even though I don't always be there, I'm always looking at people's stuff. That's why I like to like stuff and share stuff, so people know, like, I couldn't comment or say something or get super involved, but I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting for you. So that's why I knew your stuff was starting to back up, but I didn't think, I never just thought like, he's gonna come ask me. I was just like, good for Dog. He got his shit, he getting his shit back. I'm like, fuck yeah. Because I'm the type of person that I want everybody to eat.
Yeah.
If I'm get a big plate of lasagna, I'm like, you want some too?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So it just seeing you come back, I was like, sweet. And then next you know, you inbox me, and I was like, he has his own personal FBI agent. He has to.
No. But no, it's like I tell everybody. It's just like, I really don't need an invite. It's like I tell anybody. It's just like, if you all want to come on, all you gotta do is DM me on Twitter, Instagram, anything else like that. I do
it, y'all.
I do these for you guys and not for me. I like to want. I mean, the only thing I get out of it is to hear your guys' life, because everybody's different. Like I said, everybody has their own story.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to find out how you got there, who was your influences. Like you said, Shady was your influence. It's just, I want to know. I'm nosy. I want to know how you got to where you are. And it's not that I'm going to take your, because there are no trade secrets in streaming. There isn't any. I mean, plain and simple, this is the only career that I have ever worked that does not have some type of a trade secret on how they got to where they were at.
hmm I just can't wait for the place to be more inclusive, as far as just welcoming.
Oh yeah.
It's. I didn't want to be that guy for half the stream. I'm like, being black and being a streamer is hard, but
No, it is.
it's hard. I'd be lying to you if I'd ever thought like, man, I wish I was just white. And Lex is like, what? I'm like, cause I feel like, cause you know how many times I've gotten just hate in my inbox. Like,
Yeah,
I was gonna
no.
watch your content, but you're black,
What the fuck?
and I'm like,
No.
what?
That's
Or they come in and you got spiders in your head, or it's just the ignorance, and it's like we just gotta do better. Like, there's no point of being a keyboard warrior or being racist. It's like it, and
I look.
it's hard. That's and I don't want people to think like, oh, that's the one thing they can complain about. It's hard. I was like, yeah, think about it. I'm already trying to get in with the small streamers, or the small streamers pool.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I got to worry about you won't watch my content because I'm black. It's. I just want that shit to change, because it makes me feel unfair, because I'm here for everybody. I'm here for the atheist. I'm here for the Muslim. I'm here for the alien. What the fuck ever. I'm here. Just be in the fucking stream and chill the fuck out. I'm here.
It's like,
and it's just hard knowing that I gotta put in almost 20 times the effort just because of some damn melanin.
yeah. It's just one thing that people always, because, I even I'm sorry, even as white, we get called racist all the time, and there are. Don't get me wrong, there are several.
Right.
There are quite a few. What's up, Zeta? But there are, but it's just like when you look at me when I get called racist, it's just
What's
like
good, Zeta?
it's like the only thing I'm racist against is the fact that you say racist, for one. I guess there's two things. The one, and the other thing is character. The only thing I look at on anybody is character.
I judge you by your character. Period. I don't give a fuck what shade you are.
No. Color
Now,
don't
if
mean
you're purple,
shit to me. Yeah.
I might just ask you how the fuck are you purple. That's it. I'm like, your personality is dope. Now, how the fuck are you purple?
Yeah.
Oh, cool story.
Yeah.
Cool story. But that's about it. It's just, I want that to get better. It's just so, if I don't be all like, it's so embarrassing as a human, but it's just like, it's just embarrassing to have to go through racial things when all I want to do is just provide and play games.
Yeah.
And then it has to be 10 times, 20 times harder for me with companies and just doing this, because people feel like I don't belong because of that. Like, I've literally had people say, man, this would be so much more entertaining if you were white. What? In the 50 Shades of Fuck? How?
What the fuck?
How?
Yeah.
Please, if you could give me a logical answer that has required me to slap piss out of you, I'll take it. Because you mean to tell me if you kept the same hair, kept your same voice, same structure, you do everything the same, but you were white, it'd be better.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. So, color does not define you. Character defines you.
Character. I was a kid that got picked on in high school and called lame because I was friends with everybody. I was friends with the jocks, the nerds, the emos, the quiet kid in the corner. And lunchtime was like, that was my fucking Wolf of Wall Street time. Going around the lunchroom, I go around hacky sack. Oh, hacky sack. Go to the table with all the rappers. Can't freestyle, so I'd make fun of myself. Like, go talk sports with the jocks. Go talk to the nerds. How do you do it? I'm like, because I'm cool as fuck with everybody. I'm not judging no one. Yep. I'm not judging anyone at all. Like, dude, you're 25. You still eat boogers? That is nasty as fuck. But that's your choice.
Yep.
Just don't ever touch me.
But yeah, no, that's the biggest thing. Is just like I said, character. I've been that way all my life, and it's nothing my parents drilled into me. Because my mom and dad. I tell everybody, it's like my mom and dad was probably the age of, everybody my age is grandparents, you know, because my dad was born in 22 and my mom was born in 31, you know, so my dad actually was in the Marines when Pearl Harbor struck.
Oh
Um,
wow,
so he was actually at Pendleton when they bombed Pearl Harbor.
that's
Um,
crazy.
so my parents have endured, you know, the different changes in culture. I mean, it's just crazy that, you know, can you imagine like my parents, your grandparents, um, all the stuff that they've seen, and we've
Yeah,
seen more in our generation than they have seen in their entire, if they were still alive to be in their
right,
entire life.
right.
You
That's
know,
yeah.
it's just crazy.
I'm the
But
metalhead that was in ROTC. I was in JROTC too. I was the kid that brought Game Informer and Game Manuals to class first period. You're such a nerd. Well, one day either I'm gonna be your boss and you're gonna be my bitch, or I'm just gonna still be playing video games and making money.
yeah.
Now, if somebody would tell me, my little kid self, I'll be here as an adult, I'll probably tell them they're a lie. Like, ain't nobody paying nobody for video games. Like my mom is now just realizing, like, I mean, granted, they're old school, so they still kind of, it's video games. Go get a job. Go get a job. And I'm like, I could, if it was bad enough, I would get a part time. But my community and what I've been doing has been good enough to me to where I don't have to go rush and get a part time job. But I'm not gonna sit here and be stupid and be like, you know, because streaming is very, unless, like I said, unless you one of those meta people who are just always consistent. Streaming is like commission to me. That's why I'm so used to it. You know, 1 month I can be like, I'm getting paid, the next month I'm not getting paid.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's just like Dom said it, you know, Snipey from Dom said it in the last interview, you know, we're just like musicians in Times Square, you know, always begging for
yeah,
you know, always working for that little bit of change.
yeah, yeah. I got my first Cash App dono and just shit bricks. Just straight TTU moment, just turd touching underwear. I suddenly my phone went off and just I'm like, huh, what is this? And it was like for the Wolves Den. And I kind of ignored it because I was just like, oh, it's one of my friends or something, send me money, cool. Which one is it? And I look back, I'm like, this random person.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is money. Oh, what do I do? I'm like, I don't supposed to spend it, but like, I'm always the person, like I thrive of seeing other people's happiness. Like
Yep.
I thrive of doing stuff for others. So when it's done to me, I'm stuck. They're like, oh well,
Yeah.
here's $20.
For what?
What? Well, you say you need a gas money, so it's $20. Do I put this in my tank? Do you want me to keep this in my account because you might need it? Like, it's like, no, it's yours.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, man, keep doing these things, man. Keep doing. I've not been able to watch them live, but I've watched every single one for December so far.
Oh wow. Well, thank you.
I'm a part of the VOD watcher, so
Nice.
just to see the atmosphere and how late. That's why I was like, oh, it's just going to be laid back. I like it, but it's just I'm like you. I'm a people person. I like hearing people's stories and everything, and it's just nice it's a nice reality checker just to notice people just like me out there doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate it.
No,
Like you said, it's that's why I was like, I don't want to really stream because technically 7 hours, but like I said, that's the type of person I am. I'm like, I want, you know, I'm gonna grow. You're gonna grow regardless, but I'm on your podcast, and I guess that's respected to me. I'm just like, I'm on your podcast. I'm not gonna stream, so I'm not gonna tell people I'm live now on his podcast. Go to his Twitch or go to my Twitch. And it's like my people would be like, well, why do I go to his Twitch when you're on it? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. Like you want to see me? You gotta go support Doghouse Live. That's
all right, my dude. I'm sorry. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Troubles for the big boys.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
Later, y'all. Later, dog.
Later, man.